Let's talk about the near future. By 2026, the world of work is going to look very, very different. And AI is the reason why. But here's the good news. You don't need to be a coder to come on top. In the next few minutes, we're going to break down the absolute essential practical skills you need to not just get by, but to actually thrive in a world where working with AI is the new normal.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll get a handle on the challenge AI presents. Then we'll dive deep into how to think and work with it like a true partner. After that, we'll zero in on the single most important skill you'll need. And I promise, I'll leave you with a super simple action plan so you can get started right away.
All right, let's kick things off with a big picture, the 2026 AI Challenge. See, before we can talk about skills, we really need to understand what's at stake here.
This is the big one, isn't it? The question that's probably on your mind is AI a threat to my future? And you know what? It's a real anxiety, whether you're just starting out or you're deep into your career. But what if we're asking the wrong question altogether?
This one just hits the nail on the head. It completely reframes the whole conversation. The threat isn't the AI itself, it's the risk of being left behind. The real competition isn't going to be human versus machine. Nope, it's the person who uses AI versus the person who doesn't.
And listen, this isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy. This is happening right now. AI is already changing how we work, how we study. Companies are already looking for these new skills. And a degree by itself, well, it's quickly becoming just the starting line, not the finish line.
Okay, so if the goal is to be that person with the machine, how do we actually do it? Well, that brings us right into our second section, learning how to think with your AI partner. And this is all about collaboration, not just giving commands.
So, the foundational skill we need to talk about is something called AI thinking. Really, it's the art of guiding an AI to get the best possible result. It's the huge difference between treating AI like some magic answer box and treating it like a brilliant but very literal junior partner who really needs your direction to do its best work.
And this slide is the perfect example. I mean, just look at the difference. On the left, you've got this vague question, and you get a generic, pretty useless answer back. But on the right, you have a prompt that gives context, that gives the AI a role, a clear goal, and boom, the result is dramatically better. Learning to ask the right question is fast becoming more valuable than already knowing the answer.
But, and this is a really big but, you can't just trust AI blindly. It makes mistakes. It can literally invent facts or just miss the point completely. And that's exactly why your critical thinking skills have never been more important. You have to be the editor, the fact checker, the final say. The AI is an incredibly powerful assistant, for sure, but you are still the boss.
Okay, so once you get that mindset down, it's time to put it all into practice. In Section 3, we're going to look at the practical skills for working smarter with AI, so you can gain a real tangible edge.
Just think of AI as your own personal communication coach, on call 24/7. It can take that jumbled mess of ideas in your head and help you turn it into a polished report, a persuasive email, or a crystal clear presentation. That's a massive advantage no matter what you do.
It's not enough to just use AI. You've got to understand the digital world it lives in. Knowing the basics of how things like social media algorithms or online shopping recommendations work, that gives you the context to make smarter decisions and, frankly, to not get manipulated by the tech all around us.
And finally, let's talk about productivity. This is where your AI partner becomes an absolute powerhouse. It can look at a huge, intimidating project and help you chop it down into small, totally manageable steps. This isn't just about saving time either. It's about cutting down stress and just working way more effectively. So, we've covered how to think with AI and how to work with it. But now we're at Section 4, and this details what is probably the single most important overarching skill of them all.
And there it is. More important than any single tool or any single technique is having a mindset of continuous learning. It's about making a commitment to yourself to stay curious, to be adaptable, and to always be willing to learn what's coming next.
And here's why this is so critical. The AI tools that we're all using today, they're going to look ancient in just a few years. I mean, the technology is moving at an absolutely breakneck speed. The only way to stay relevant, the only way to stay ahead of the curve, is to embrace that change and make learning a constant habit.
So, we know the skills, we know why they matter. Let's wrap this up with the most important part, your AI action plan. This is how you turn everything we've talked about, from theory into practice, starting, right now.
And look, you don't need some complicated 100-day plan. Just start simple. Pick a topic you're curious about and ask an AI to explain it to you. Make it a daily habit to ask it clear questions. And when you get an answer back, don't just take it. Challenge yourself to make it better. These small, consistent actions are what build powerful, lasting habits.
And the payoff for doing this is huge. If you're already in the workforce, mastering these skills isn't just about job security. It's about elevating your entire performance. You'll work faster, you'll make smarter, more informed decisions, and you'll deliver a higher quality of work than ever before.
You know, when you strip everything else away, it all comes down to this one simple but incredibly powerful idea. The AI is just a tool. It's like a hammer or a computer. It has no creativity, no intention of its own. The real magic, the real power, that comes from your thinking, your curiosity, and your direction.
And that's the ultimate question I want to leave you with. The tool is in your hands. The potential is absolutely limitless. So, how will you use this power?